Sorry about that, guys. I forgot to hit the second confirm go live. So I was sitting here talking for like 2 minutes, not realizing, wait, why is the little red bar not there? I said, oh, I forgot to click the second thing. But yes, we are back. We are going to be continuing on today. We are going to be, hopefully, getting the rest of the legendaries. We only have 2 more. Which means I am going to hope to try to establish well, we've done the southern one, so we want to establish the north boundary, the northwest and east boundaries of the section. Okay. There we go. Let's go try and establish them. So, the previous one we had pretty much followed along this river water thing here. Sorry, the controller likes to freak out. So, like, basically, this river is where we divided it before. So that means we have the desert to search, the forest marsh place, and then the well, I guess about a third of the snow area. Then, I guess, like, yeah, nothing was in the desert, so I guess pretty much just here. So, okay, so I guess, okay, controller is freaking out now. Okay, I guess we're switching the controllers. This one doesn't want to work. I have no idea why that controller freaks out so much. It works perfectly fine when we are not live. But the second I hit live, no, we're going to stop working. Change the controllers. Come on. There we go. Okay. But how's everyone doing today? Alright, so there we go. So this is the boundary we've got. And this pretty much is the other boundary we've got. I guess for right now, our goal is... Well, I still got a lot of the... things in here. So we'll just go through here. We'll clear out these raid dens. Of course, you know, we're going to be opening up the raids to you guys. And, yeah. Let's get going. Let's rock and roll. So this is going to be a poison type raid up first. So you might want to prepare your ground type, prepare... Actually, speaking of ground types, I should probably actually bring in Great Tusk, because that's just one of my best raid battlers, like, as always. And I do like having that in my party. Where is the freaking Great Tusk? Dragalgi. There, Great Tusk. Also, last night, when I was just playing, I found a shiny Flufo sheep. I found a shiny Mareep yesterday. So that reaction is going to go up in a couple days. That was a great find. I was watching Mark, and heckling Mark apparently brings me shinies. So, I will continue to heckle Mark all that I want. Right, I have to change moves. Let's play Swap, Brick Break, and Earthquake. I love how just absolutely insane these things are with the energy boost, or the booster energy, whatever you call it. Ooh, Poison Hippowdon. Very glad I'm bringing ground types. Very glad I'm bringing in a ground type. We're now immune to the sand if this thing is having sandstorms. But yeah, let's get going. Also, guys, again, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you guys have not done so already. Now, to figure out the southern and stuff boundaries for everything, that's the main goal we have to figure out. It's just the boundaries of where everything is. I have a vague idea of where the cutoffs are, but the thing is I need to actually figure out where the exact cutoffs are for things. So we're going to be searching the entire desert, mostly down to, that's just what we got here. I mean, well, I guess this really isn't a desert, more of just like wasteland area. We're going to be searching this entire area, looking for any stakes. If there's no stakes, then we know, okay, just don't bother looking in here anymore. Which is, I like that. Then we go figure out, and we figure out the, well, whatever the shrine is. Actually, I was told that, yeah, the legendaries are missing the vessel and they have swords and the beads. Okay. I also was told that if you do like a side quest mini thing with the history teacher, she just marks the shrines where they're sealed just on your map, like, okay, you just fly right there, so I don't have to go looking for it. So I guess we'll go do that. We'll do a bit of looking. So we'll do about a half hour of looking. Then about a half hour, so like 45 minutes into the stream, we'll look. If we don't find it, we'll go do that side quest while we're doing the other stuff. And I gotta say, I'm liking these ruin things. For as annoying as Snailface was yesterday, I kinda think it's a little interesting. Also, the Great Tusk, I love it. It's just so cool looking. Like, I like... Wait, why did that do no damage? Why did that do absolutely no damage to this Hippowdon? Did I somehow miss? I guess no, it didn't. Okay, there we go. I was wondering why it didn't go off. Come on. Earthquake. Oh, we're both asleep. That's annoying. That's just bad. Probably should... Well, the thing is I can't get paralyzed now because of I'm asleep already. Oh, you failed because you were already sleeping. We already go sleepy bye. You're wrecked. Just crush it with Earthquakey. Quakey, Earth Skull, crush. Quakey, Earth Skull, crush. Goodbye. Get. I mean, we're physically bulked, so we can chunk any of that. That's fine. Shields up. I'm pretty sure even if you don't terrestrialize into the typing that you're using, you still deal bonus damage against the shield. So we're going to be terrestrializing as first chance we get. Earth Skull, Quake. I'm glad at least we are dealing damage to it, so... Freak off thing. I mean, this is why any support with Misty Terrain is just so broken when it comes to just terrestrialize raids. Is that you just cannot be static. It's so broken. I love it. Again, that's why we love Grimsnarl. Again, guys, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you have not done so already. Alright, when's the sleep gonna proc? Okay, remove negative effects from yourself. Rocco slide. Did I not? There we go, there's the sleep. I guess like 2 turns. I guess that's the only one that didn't go off. There we go. Discharge. I'm kind of surprised. Well, then again, no, if NPCs get KO'd, you don't lose time. Yeah, if NPCs get KO'd, you don't actually lose any time, which I like. Because they realize NPCs are completely terrible. Like, oh yeah, Martin throwing with his stupid soul rock. Oh. The devs learned. Like, the devs actually did learn, which is a good thing. But yeah, how is everyone doing today? Hope you guys are all doing well. Yeah, we are doing, like, I think, like, slightly more damage now that we have the terror thing activated. Maybe it's, like, I don't quite think it's like 50% more damage, but I think it's like maybe like a third more damage to the shield. Yeah, it looks like we are dealing noticeably more. Fuck off with your sleep. Fuck off with using that sleep bullshit on us. That is absolutely infuriating. Like, this is why I really wish that there were terrain setting abilities present. But I get why they don't have them in the game yet. Like, Misty Terrain, I mean, Misty Terrain wouldn't be good because Fairy is weak to poison, so that wouldn't help us. We might not actually even be able to beat this thing unless we get, like, another person in here that can just help, like... All we really need is just Misty Terrain. All we need is something that would prevent us from going to sleep. That is all we really need. However, I hope we can actually do this. I'm now using Headlong Rush, so now I'm like using my big move. But I mean, Headlong Rush isn't not much. Okay, we might be able to win this. Because now the shield is gone, now we can just go full brick force attack on this thing's ass. Yeah, that's a lot more damage. That is a lot more damage. Again, that's the good thing about NPCs not eating up your time when they get knocked down. Is defense. You better not heal with, like, anything. If you heal, we're gonna get probably losing. But Headlong Rush is still good. This is gonna be a close one. This is gonna be a close one. This is, come on. Good, no paralysis is work. No paralysis. I just need one more move. I just need one more move. Hey Omar, how you doing? I just need one more hit and I think we win. We win. We won and you suck it out on. Hey Plasma, how you doing? Welcome in. Hope you guys are all doing well. Again, guys, don't forget to leave a like if you guys haven't done so already. But good morning, good evening, or afternoon, wherever you guys are, Plasma. I am not catching you because I don't need you for the decks. I need nothing for the decks other than the legendaries. So that is all we will be catching. But I do want the experience candies because I need those for leveling stuff up and preparing raid counters. Because that's the main thing right now. Is right now I'm just trying to get like raid candy, trying to get Terra shards, and just trying to get everything that is useful for future endeavors. Alright, so there we go. But yeah, we're gonna be basically be tracing around the desert, looking for stakes for looking for the stakes that the legendaries have. But I understand why map it's obvious which layers. Yes, now I get what you mean. I thought you meant like they were supposed to be references to some kind of like mythology thing. Not that, okay, this thing is literally just the tablets, but just has like the tablets on it. This thing's got like the swords coming out of its face for its fangs. I like that. I actually do like that. I have mixed feelings on the cat, because I've mentioned this before. I don't particularly get along well with cats. Yeah, I'm fairly certain I've been at the bottom of almost all of these, and I didn't see any stakes in any of these pits. So, we're going to be continue to operating under my assumption of they're all on raised, elevated platforms that are very obvious. You know, very obvious things you're going to want to get to, like, on top of if you have the climb ability, just get a vantage point in the area, either to glide or whatever. So we're going to still be operating under that assumption. And, because, I mean, someone did mention, yes, there is one stake underground, and we already got that one. That was for the sword face one. I don't really like cats, but I absolutely love the sword legendary, and shiny looks amazing. Too bad shiny like. I mean, they'll eventually do an event for the shiny where they're probably going to do what they did with the Galarian legendary birds for Sword and Shield, where it's just going to be, you know, compete in the competitive stuff during this time frame, and you get the legendary for participating, which I'm okay with. Yeah, I mean, I know a lot of shiny hunters, like, they're shiny hunter, not to use this word negatively, but, like, they are purists. They do not like shinies that are given to you, which I can understand 100%, you know, them not liking that. You know, it's the same reason, like, they don't really like the red Gyarados back in Silver, Gold, Crystal, Heart Gold, Soul Silver. The shiny for them isn't they like the alternate color, they just like the thrill of the hunt. And I can respect that. But it also helps, you know, people who would never know shinies exist get access to shinies. I mean, you know, kids that just don't know a thing about Pokemon, they don't know what shinies are. They don't know shinies exist, really. And things like that really help them, you know, oh yeah, shinies exist. And it can potentially make, well, a future shiny hunter in them. Which I like. Okay. Let's see, so where are we going now? So, that, well, I mean, raised areas and end of pathways. We are operating under our same assumption about what the stakes are. So let's keep going. Okay, that's a very raised platform. That is an obvious placement for a stake. If I ever saw one, that's an obvious placement for it. I don't like... Oh, yeah, okay, the same thing before. No. Okay, we just barely got on there. Yeah. Magnemite lurking at the bottom of a tree. Okay then. Okay then, Magnemite. You're on the shiny hunt list, Magnemite. You're on the shiny hunt list. But yeah, I do like that they do lock things for shinies. Because the other thing is that it helps catch hackers. But that's my favorite thing, is that people would just hack into it and think, oh, I'm just gonna gen this shiny Pokemon, not realizing it doesn't actually have a legitimately obtainable way. And then they just get caught genning. I find that absolutely hilarious. Oh. Oh, really? This was another watchtower. Well, not really watchtower, like lighthouse that I did not register. Okay. I love how even after having beaten the game, there are still so many locations I did not actually visit. I love that. Well, there's another raised platformy thing right here. So, in keeping with our prior logic, we will climb raised platformy things. Platforming. It is time for platforming. Even though we're just completely joking all the platforming because we don't actually need to platform. We can just climb the walls. I mean, granted, you're probably supposed to climb the walls. Ah, yep. Yep. Stake here by platformy thing. Raised areas. Alright, that is one of these. What I don't get most about people is genning can be bad, doesn't illegal shiny. But if it does have a illegal shiny, you give opportunity for people to get shiny, so they would never normally get shiny because it doesn't have. I still say that there is no real defensibility for genning and hacking in general because it does violate terms of service of the games. But the other thing is that in the next generation, that's when they just make the things normally obtainable. I mean, you weren't able to shiny hunt, what's its face? Xerneas, yeah, Xerneas, bird thing, Yveltal, and Zygarde back in X and Y. Then Sun and Moon came out, you can hunt it in Sun and Moon. Same thing happened for the Sun and Moon legendaries in Sword and Shield, but then you can hunt them. So you're still able to hunt them, it's just the next generation is when they are now able to be hunted. Which, for some legendaries, they get released in the last year of a game's release cycle. I mean, okay, just gotta wait, like, a year and then the thing's gonna be huntable. What I think is a good system. I mean, it doesn't lock out the ability to obtain them at all. It just means that you're going to be able to get it later. And a lot of the time that those shiny legendaries are only made available very, very late in the game's release cycle. You know, like, we didn't get the shiny Galarian birds until around this time last year, I think? A little, I think it was like, you know, maybe January something was when they were made, the Galarian birds were shinies, were made available. And then your shiny Zacian and Zamazenta was made available, yeah, around this time last year. So yeah, so the shiny legendaries are pretty much all made available at the end of a game's life cycle. And hide the box. Illegal just meant a legal shiny that came out. What? You normally would never get. You mean Jenny Bad doesn't have a legal shiny, but if it does have I'm not sure what you mean by that. Not sure what you mean. What you mean by that? Yeah, they make the stuff available by obtaining normally in the next generation, which generally comes out a year after the event for obtaining ends. Wait, no, they... Yeah, shiny Zacian and Zamazenta was earlier this year, wasn't it? Yeah, shiny Zacian and Zamazenta, those were earlier this year, weren't they? Yeah, that wasn't last year. I think. Oh, right. Yeah, they make those things available in the end of the life cycle of a game. So it's Yeah, it wasn't like, you know, with the way they did it back in Diamond Pearl. Like, oh yeah, it's literally the first couple of months of a game. You didn't get it in the first couple of months, well, you're not getting a shiny thing. This new system, even though like it locks the availability of like shiny stuff until the end of the life cycle of a game, I think it is a lot better because it discourages genning and it outright allows you to catch people who are genning, and it also like really removes the pressure for genning because by the end of a life cycle of a game, most people are going to have the game and most people are going to have the ability to play that game. The greatest number of people will have been reached with it. Well, yeah, there's always going to be people who don't have access to, you know, something, which is why it's good that the next generation that comes out, it's completely shiny huntable, which is why I think that that's the best system that they have. It's an imperfect system, I agree 100%. It is an imperfect system, but I think that the way that they presently have it is the best handling of an imperfect system that the system of shiny locks can give. I mean, again, ideally, no shiny locks would be a good thing, but there is reasoning for there being shiny locks, which people all fall on the different sides of that fence, and understandable either way. Yeah, we are probably going to need some help with this, because Dragonite's not easy. Yeah, Dragonite, I think, predominantly has just, like, flying moves. Uses Rain Dance. I know it gets Extreme Speed. Aqua Tail. It doesn't really get that much. What about duplicating Pokemon? Yeah, and any sort of genning, duplicating, I am adamantly against. I mean, granted, I'm like I will acknowledge this 100%. I am very, very hardline anti anything other than going through the getting something yourself, whether it's like, you know, having a friend like trade you something that they legitimately got, give it to you to make something from, as in like, breeding down egg moves or things like that. Yeah, I'm a big believer in doing the stuff the way that the developers intended, essentially, is kind of the way that I am. You're doing the tournament. Honestly, the tournament is good just because now you can get good items from it. That's one of the things I was actually talking about earlier, about how the devs actually learned from Sword and Shield. They learned the huge issue people had with the Sword and Shield tournament. It wasn't that the tournament existed. It was that the tournament's rewards were utter garbage. It's like 1% of the time you get an Apricorn Ball. And then every other time, oh, here's like 100 Pokeballs. Here's like 4 Nuggets. It's like, these are not useful. We don't want these. Now it's like 30% of the time you're getting just a random mint, which is very helpful. You're getting 15% of the time you're getting an Apricorn Ball, which is what people really want. Like, we want the Apricorn Balls. We don't want we don't want like 100 Pokeballs. This game hands out money like it's candy. And it's so good that they learned that. It does that the devs actually are paying attention, which I do like. The devs actually do pay attention to things. So I honestly didn't think they would ever do anything like that, where, yeah, now we're actually going to make it easier to get those things. Oh, yes, Light Bulb Head. Ah, Light Bulb Cap. I have to say, I think my favorite Terra-type hat, the little hat thingy, it's probably the electric one, just because it's a freaking light bulb. Light Bulb Head. Okay, good. You probably have, do you not have multi-scale? Do you not have multi-scale? Because is this inner focus? That's gonna wreck me. Yeah, that's gonna wreck me. Oh, that thing definitely had multi-scale. That thing definitely had multi-scale. There was no way we did not do that much damage without it having multi-scale initially. Okay, good to know. That's why my damage didn't pop up. Running berries because... good and bad because of the wind. What berries are you looking for? Are you looking for the EV reduction berries? Because yeah, those you get from raids. What berries are you looking for, Omar? Because berries are all like infinitely respawning. As in, like if you lose a berry in a battle, that consumable item comes after you. If you have a focus ash gets returned to you at the end of the fight. Again, devs learn what they're doing and they learn how to do it well. Again, guys, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. We're gonna totally beat this dragon. Light bulb hat. Sounds like a chef's hat when worn by Dragonite, all things considered. It looks like a chef's hat, am I wrong? It looks like chef's hat. Oh. That's scary. Because you get Hurricane. And also Aqua Tail. So... that's a little scary. But the barrier goes Shatter, and we're gonna have a smashing time. Yeah, we win this. We completely cannot speed you. I always forget Great Tusk has this absurdly fast speed. It's like 87, which Dragonite I know is base 80. So I outrun Dragonite at even level 100. I'm outrunning this thing unless using Extreme, which is good. Which means that Dragonite goes down. Toodaloo, gang. Toodaloo, Dragonite. I'm pretty sure I already have a multi-scale dragon. I just want to need to catch this. Like, yeah, that's what I like about this game. It's like, yeah, it's easier to get the raid stuff. Capsule, that's what I wanted. I would have preferred Herba Mystica, but I'll take that. Now imagine there's a Pikachu with a light bulb controlling the... oh my gosh, that is amazing. Jared, I'm taking that for later. That is future common material. Yeah, I don't think there's any stakes encountered along the rest of the way here, but we'll just check to make sure. Yeah, I don't think... I'm pretty sure I went into, like, all of these little pocket things looking for a Glimmet when I played the first time. But we can just do a double check just to make sure. So again, going on the assumption of they're in elevated areas. Aww. Caracol's adorable. I love Caracol. It's so cute. Again, guys, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Presently, we are looking for the stakes. We have one down for this one. We have several more to go. But we have 7 more to go. But I think we'll definitely be able to do it. Okay, nothing around here for the stakes. Alright. No stakes there. But let's get over to here so we can do these raids. Love having you guys pop in the raids. Do you have... I'm gonna guess a Noivern Outbreak. I'm just gonna guess a Noivern Outbreak. Oh yeah, right, you get Slow Start as an ability, for a hidden ability. That amuses me, that, ooh. Steel Terra Corviknight. Fun. Oh, nice Carcadet Outbreak. Sounds fun. We are gonna need help with this Corviknight. I mean, there's ways of... I mean, Carcadet is... Not Corviknight has very low special defense, meaning so long as I just keep stacking Skeletor Torch Song, I should be fine, I think. Not because the only thing is shiny form that changes the eyes, we did from orange to blue. I mean, I like shinies that actually don't change all that much. I think this has been mentioned a bit before, but may have been before you met the channel. I love shinies like Zapdos, because even if they only change very, very slightly, it is people who notice the difference in the shinies. Like, I like that. They notice the difference in the shiny. I always love that. It's because one of my favorite shinies is actually Togekiss. And one of my friends mentioned, oh yeah, the shinies, they swap the colors because they also are a big fan of Togekiss themselves. I was like, yes, someone else who loves Togekiss. I like this. Makes it more... Yeah, in a game like this, where the shinies are in the overworld, there's no sparkles around them, that I can understand. That I can definitely understand. I mean, that's one of the reasons why, like, most of my shinies, I just go for Masuda method. Because it's the safest method. It's, I run a zero risk. It's a zero risk shiny hunt for me. Because all I gotta do is just sit here and wait for the egg. But let's barbecue Carbonite. Let's barbecue a Carbonite. Also, shiny Iron Hands, I freaking love it. Doesn't change all that. Again, shiny Iron Hands, one that I again point to that. Doesn't change all that much. It just gets Chrome Dome. Short thong. Yelly Fire Voice. Yelly Flamey Supers. Also, freaking love the giant axe blade that is the Steel Terra hat. How did we drop it that fast? How did we drop it that quickly? I mean, again, we have the 3 fire. I mean, that is how powerful that this thing is. That makes sense. But now we just go overheat. I love Sailor's Cry. I love it. I don't think I need to use anything on that overheat now for stack up 2 boosts. Even if I do that, I just net back to normal. I mean, I just net back to what I was beforehand. And it nullified the stats anyway, so I used it at the perfect moment. That was fine. That was fine. I'm not gonna go for that. Yeah, Belly Drum Iron Hand is fine. But welcome in, Zypher. How are you doing? Yeah, I love Belly Drum Iron Hands. I mean, granted, like, Belly Drum anything is terrifying. It's great. It's just, yeah, just punch things in the face until they go away. You just punch things in the face until you go away. Hey, welcome in, Cat Cyan. How are you doing? Hope you're enjoying what you see here. Please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you are new. We're doing all kinds of shiny hunts and things like that. We also do, trades to help people get their version exclusives registered. I have several spares of most of the Paradox Pokemon for Violet. We are playing Violet right now. No, I'm not gonna. Yeah, do I catch this? Do I catch? I don't think I need to catch this thing. Iron Hands. I love that the Terra type hat for the fighting is just a giant freaking fist that's Shoryuken in the sky. The Shoryuken, that's the uppercut punch, right? I haven't played Street Fighter. All I know is like the Hadouken, the Shoryuken, and that's it. I do not have an extra Miradon. I have not caught the extra one yet, unfortunately. And the one that you have here is not tradable. Oh, good Qualit Berry. I did need a couple of those. I need those EV reduction berries for readjusting my stats for competitive reasons. Oh, notice the Iron Hands also I actually didn't notice that, and I love it. I love that. Oh, so many Street Fighter jokes that could be made. So many Street Fighter jokes that could be made. Yeah, I don't think there's any stakes in the desert. Well, Wastelands Desert, whatever the place is called, the little desert wastelands. There we go. Room, there's the other one. Yeah, you get one, you get 2 Miraidon in this game. You get the one that you have at the start of the game, this one. And then there's another one in Area 0 you can catch. The one that you had for the start of your game, same with Koraidon in Scarlet, you cannot trade that. It is not able to lead. Ooh, it's a. That's fine. You're not able to trade it. You can only trade the one you catch in Area 0. And that also applies like for depositing it in the PC. So it basically is like this one in your party. Basically, you just consider it as non-existent, which is why they added a second one, which I do like. I don't know a thing about item duplication stuff. I do not do item duplication or really any duplication things, so I wouldn't really know. There is a JOUNREY. I don't even think I'm gonna need much of that. Freaking heck! This is why I hate the bots. Sorry about that. I meant to hit the bot thing, but a message was posted right as I was trying to mute them, and it clicked the wrong thing. Very sorry about that. Learn that people need to trade legendaries to complete the decks. Yep. Yeah, that's the thing, is the devs didn't realize that. I mean, the devs realized it sooner. They just didn't realize, oh, people maybe want to keep one of them in their game, and they want to keep a full dex at all times. I mean, that makes sense. Yeah, don't worry, Zephyr got unblocked. That was a misclick on my part. Sorry about that. Yeah, the reason why the devs didn't realize that was a big problem is in Japan, the whole thing of completing the decks and, like, you know, having everything in there, they really don't care about that. It's one of the reasons why things like the national decks actually being cut, it doesn't bother Japan at all because they don't really care about it. And it's why they just didn't realize, maybe people actually want them. Like, that's the reason, like, that's the reason why version exclusive has been a thing for so long. The Japanese audience doesn't really care, and the Japanese audience are the predominant ones that they're involved with. Merry Christmas, Onion. Happy to have you back. Yeah, Merry Christmas, Onion. Can one of my do I have any mods here? Do I have any mods here? If you guys haven't, please go show some love over to Onion the Bulbasaur. It's alright, Omar. Driving is more important. I understand 100%. No need to worry. No need to worry, Omar. I like Iron Valiant's shiny only. I don't really care for its regular look. I find it amusing that the devs are quick to patch legendary cloning glitch, even when the legendaries can't be traded. They're only the item duplicating glitch that they didn't patch. I mean, Game Freak has never been the most quick to the uptake to know how to do things the most effective way. They generally are not the quickest to uptake things like that. I mean, it makes sense. Like, you can't fix every bug. You know, you can't have every single glitch, every single bug, every single exploit be fixed, like, before a game gets released. Because we often forget, yeah, the beta test team that play these games, that try to find all the bugs and everything, it's maybe a couple dozen people, if that. You know, it's like barely it's barely into like double digits for people who like beta test this game. You put this game out to the world where you have literally millions of people, hundreds to maybe even tens of thousands. You have a 1,000-fold number of people who are actively trying to break this game in every single possible way. They will always find bugs that the developer are never going to be able to find. Best game of the Pokemon series, Onion. Best game of the Pokemon series is this game. I'm not gonna lie. It's the best game in the series. And I will die on that hill. Shiny Iron Valiant is so great. I love the full chrome job. I love the full chrome. It's so good. I played something in January, so that's like, yeah, it's great. It's a great game. Like, it has the best elements of Legends, which is the ability to move freely, and that's about it from Legends, because I don't really have a high opinion of Legends. It has the idea of a very in-depth story, characters, and world from Black and White, and it's like the perfect synthesis of everything good about every game, which means that there's nothing from Gen 1 and Gen 6 in here. The Australians would be the beta testers. You got a whole country as testers. They've already... Oh, the funny thing is Mudcap. Australia never... I mean, that's what you're joking with, Mudcap, is Australia never gets anything on time. Which is why it's bizarre that the DS came out first in Australia. Honestly, you find it difficult to blame Game Freak, given it was like the Pokemon Company International that of them a very tight development window. Exactly. I mean, the other thing is that when it just comes to bugs in games, you can have all the beta testers you want working on a game. You are never going to find all the bugs. The reason why is just sheer number of people. Like, when you have when you're, even if you have like 100 or 1,000 beta testers testing a game, that is never going to equal the intensity of people with tens or hundreds of thousands actively looking to break the game. And also likely potentially using, you know, hacking tools that they are not going to be using within the actual development staff themselves. The extra Paradox Legendary is tradable, yes. The extra Paradox Legendary is tradable. That's the reason why there's 2 of them. It's that you can actually trade it. Okay. Let's get back to looking for where these stakes are. I remember being on the defense about Sprigatito, being bipedal, but honestly it doesn't affect me. I'll be honest, I'm not a big fan of Sprigatito. Granted, I'm not a big fan of cats in general, and the fully evolved form I'm just kind of for. But, I mean, I'm not a big fan of Quaxcaval either. I love Skeledirge, though. I am very, very sad, though, that Skeledirge went to all 4s, because I was really hoping it was going to turn into just a freaking Pepper Tyrannosaurus Rex. Because when I saw a crocodile, I was like, this thing is not a crocodile. This thing's a freaking T-Rex. And I was hoping it was going to turn into just like this awesome Pepper Tyrannosaurus Rex of Doom. But I do like what we got. I do like Skeledirge. I was just hoping that, oh no, it's not gonna be quadrupedal, it's gonna be bipedal, and we're gonna get a Pepper T-Rex. Sadly, no. I still wonder why Gita led with Sparta instead of Gamora. Yeah. I mean, I guess maybe it's because of the Lumina Crash, which is like harsh drop to special defense immediately. Or I guess to like potentially counter a setup lead. But, I mean, yeah, I agree. Glamora would have been a perfect lead. It's such a good lead Pokemon. It's like, that's the reason I love using my Glamora so much. It's so good. Pure Grass user, you know what I pay. Yeah, Grass types for me are like, they're very hit or miss. Like, Rowlet. I freaking love Rowlet. Chestnut, mixed feelings on. Wow, this is freaking popping this place right here. Like, Chestnut, Rillaboom. Love Rillaboom. Sceptile. Love Sceptile. Love Bulbasaur. Love Venusaur. Proteor's pretty cool. Love Serperior. Meganium, I wish it was more damagey. There you go, there's a stake. That is... This is stake 2, right? Oh, usually go twice. Nice. I love Fuecoco. Fuecoco is a good boy. Again, guys, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you guys haven't done so already. So there we go. There's the... Is that... Oh! That wasn't the stake that was by the Pokemon Center. Okay, so that was another stake. Again, it follows the pattern of they're all in elevated raised areas. Wish it's a Snover. It's a Snover 9000. Yeah, maybe in time we'll get lucky. Want a Legends Zygarde. I'm not certain we'll get a Legends game again. And, I mean, this is sort of like a hypothesis sort of thing that I actually had back when we first got Legends and saw things about this game. And a lot of the things in this game have somewhat confirmed that, but that Legends was in the same vein as Let's Go. It was sort of a beta test game. It was a viable tech demo of a future project, essentially. So, like, Legends theory tested and tested to the audience many of the concepts that this game would actually bring into, like, full focus. Outbreaks, traversing along the things, you know, with, of course, Miraidon and Caridon is, like, the same as the, nobles, or whatever, the wardens, whatever the climbing, whatever the ones that you use to call with the flute thingy, whatever you use to call with that, they basically beta tested with this. What was the other thing? You know, outbreaks. You know, of course, no battle, and like technical things like no transition battles. A lot of those were beta tested with Legends, and were moved forward with Legends, but Legends felt very beta testy. That it was a game that was made to basically tech demo this game, which is why this game incorporates so much of it, because it was just a beta test. A lot like Let's Go, where Let's Go is basically meant to do that for Sword and Shield. As much. Another thing I get is normally based in Japan, and always forget the audience outside Japan is the other thing the game freak is for. I mean, that's just a cultural thing. That's not just a uniquely Game Freak thing. Every media production thing does that. They listen to, like, where they're based. You know, anything like American-based game developers will almost exclusively listen to the American-based audience. Same with video game, same with movies, same with, like, most media. That isn't really a uniquely black eye on Game Freak. That's a standard thing. Yeah, the lore. Like, that's the thing. Like, the lore of this game did a lot of the lore stuff, but the thing is, Legends really didn't add much lore. A lot of it was just, well, lore for its own story, which was like, oh yeah, explain the nobles exist. But a lot of the lore that it had was a lot of, like, restated lore from the prior games, just, like, concentrated across. A lot of what Legends had for the lore... I can see through the bottom of the floor right there, that looks weird. A lot of the lore that Legends had was basically a compendium of the lore that was started with, you know, Diamond and Pearl, transitioned into Platinum, Heart Gold, Soul Silver, and just continued on through a lot of the games. A lot of that is what Legends basically just distilled down into a singular game. So it feels like it added a lot of lore when a lot of its lore was really already present. Just it concentrated into a single place. I mean, really, the most new bit of lore that Legends added was, like, confirming that Unknown was a thing that Arceus used. But even then, a lot of the other games had already maneuvered in that direction. But then you have, like, this game, built its own lore. Like, I love lore. It's the reason I love the Halo games. I freaking love lore. And a game like this where it's just lore dump after lore dump after lore dump after lore dump is great. Ooh, rock, like and rock. I want this. I would like this. No, thank you, Cat. I don't accept shiny trades from... I don't accept shiny trades. He's like, I love lore. Like, I love that Legends did so much with lore and that people enjoyed it because it shows people like lore. Do more lore. And, like, that's, like, one of the things about, like, Legends was, like, a lot of a demo for a lot of the things that, like, this game just did to a greater degree. That it basically took what existed prior, just condensed it down. It added a little bit to itself, like, yeah, explained, like, yeah, Arceus, the Arceus we know is a fraction of the real thing that Arceus actually is. The real Arceus is, like, this metaphysical, formless entity that we are using an avatar of it, basically like what Darkseid is in the DC universe, where it isn't the real thing, but it channels the power of the real thing, and I really like it. That was a new thing that I freaking love. Like, yeah, this actually isn't the all-powerful, literal creator of the Pokemon universe. It's just, like, an embodiment of, like, a portion of its power. And I think that is awesome. And I do like the Legend, like, maybe, like, yeah, this is the origin of where humans and Pokemon, like, the collaboration that kind of comes from. But the interesting thing is that in Legends, the point in time Legends is set at is actually roughly 200 years before Sword and Shield. Well, like, that's before the current game series. Because the point in Japan's history it's based on is, like, the 1800s. So, yeah, so it's, like, it's an interesting thing to think about that, yeah, that really isn't, like, the old Sinnoh that we think about. That was, like, relatively close to modern times. And I find that absolutely fascinating. Freaking love that, like, yeah, Legends only took place like 200 something, like 150, 200 years ago. it wasn't like this like 3,000-year-old history thing. Ah, Clodsire, we love Clodsire. Clodsire is a good boy. We love Lord Clodsworth. Clodsire is probably like my 6th favorite Pokemon this game added. It's great. It's just, it amuses me. For as much as I love competitive, we need Pokemon that are just simply amusing. We just need the ones that are amusing. Shiny Sarina. Freaking love it. That is a shiny hunt that we are going to be doing. That is a future shiny hunt right there. This thing is not going to stand. This thing's not standing a chance. Oh look, Purge by negative effects. Oh, counter. That's what did that much damage to me. I do not have my tradable Koraidon, unfortunately. I have not caught it yet. Yeah, counter's kinda scary. I didn't remember you learned that. Yeah, right, Midday learns Accelerock, you learn counter. Right. 6-star, Talonflame. I would love to do that. I would love to join that Terra Raid. Alright, so 6-star Talonflame. Terra Ground. That sounds like a job for the Azumarill Destroyer of Worlds. That sounds like a job for Azumarill Destroyer of Worlds. I love Azumarill. It's so fun. Again, guys, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you have not done so already. No, I have not caught it yet. The story, so we have Raw Access here as well. That is a good idea. That is a very good idea to stay away from that. Yeah, I've not caught the one in Area 0 yet. Alright, let's alright, let's go. Code is U27EEN. Alright. U2727 EEN. And alright, I have to go, like, just grab something and just bring it inside really quick. So just don't start the raid until I get back, please. Come on. Load faster. Load faster. Load faster, game. There we go. Yeah, like, I love that a zoom roll is just one of the absolute best things for raids. I've been compiling a series that is basically going to be, like, yeah, the best things to use for raids. And a zoom roll is, like, right at the top of that list. It's so bonkers. Hey, Drake Wiggleman. Alright, I just gotta go get something really quick. I will be back. It will not be too long. There we go. Literally at the last second. Quite literally the last second. There we go. Okay. Ah, yes, the chair. I know you guys love the chair streams. I'm not the biggest fan of Talonflame. I love the freaking ground Terra type one. It's just like just dome. It's just pure dome. Alright, let's see how much. That's the thing about having the shell bill that I love, is I can actually tell how much damage I'm actually doing every turn with this. Alright, so 31 health. 31 health. How much am I going to get back? Ooh, Talonflame's defense is fast. So 31. Okay, I got 63 health back from that. 163 health back. So 163 times 8. Let's see how much damage that actually did. That did 1,304 damage. And thank you very much for that subscribe right there, cool guy. Holy crap. 1,300 damage. It's hatching eggs, not realizing that set my project every time an egg is hatching. Fall. Yep. Thank you very much for that, but holy crap, the damage. I love it. Like, that's my favorite thing about having the shell bell, is I can actually see how much damage I'm doing with moves. Cause yeah, the way that the shell bell works is how much damage you do, you receive 1/8 of the damage you dealt in recovered health. So the more damage you do, the more health you get back. Which means for something like Terra Raids, it allows you to measure how much damage you're actually doing every single time you use an attack. Where, with Terra Raids, because most Pokemon don't have, 1,000 hit point things. They don't. I believe even Blissey. I think a maxed out Blissey. What's maxed out Blissey have again? Maxed out Blissey, I think, only has somewhere in the range of maybe like 700 health, like 720 something. Blissey doesn't get nearly to 1,000. Nothing, I don't think anything gets to quad digit health. Let's check. Yeah, max out Blissey, yeah. 714 is the highest a Blissey can get for health. So yeah, you were, and I did basically, I'd almost double that to this thing in one turn. It's insane how much damage. Yes, there's gonna be a Charizard rerun. The Charizard rerun is gonna be the 15th through the 18th, and I think it's the Salamence ones are gonna be in a couple of days. Yeah, you just do absolutely insane amounts of damage in Terrains, because the things have so much health. You know, these things have, you know, maybe 10 times the health they normally do, which is why you can throw out such bonkers amounts of damage on these things. And I love, like, that was not even like half, that was like half of its health. And that was 1,000 damage, over 1,000 damage right there. So this thing probably has, what, 3,000 health? I love that you can just do that much damage. Yes, Herba Mystica. Learning that the Arceus we got is only a piece of the true Arceus is what I'm able to get confused when the explanation for Arceus is unused in the DS. Like, I do like what they did. I like what they did with Legends, in that got me shiny Roaring Moon before the timer. Nice! I love Roaring Moon. Roaring Moon is probably my favorite Paradox Pokemon. I love Moongorar. I love Moongorar. So, continuing along with our hypothesis that has been generally proven, the stakes are in high elevation areas. Which means, well, high elevation areas that are noticeable on map. So, look for anything that sticks out on the map. Something like that would suffice. Hawlucha, good. Hawlucha, leave me alone. I don't want to deal with you, Hawlucha. Oh, so Sunflora can appear around here? Weird. Did not know that. Hey, welcome in. Welcome to the club, Zetar. 6-star raid suffering is now yours. 6-star raid suffering has now been made available. I mean, I'll be honest, 6-star raids really are not that hard. It's just you need coordination to beat them. Like, I like that you need coordination to beat them. I mean, well, coordination at this point in the... Coordination at this point in the game's release cycle. In a couple of weeks, probably maybe a couple of days, it's just going to be much more coordinated where people are going to know, okay, this is what you bring against these things. Oh, nice. Beat Legends. Very nice. Okay, let's get looking. High Roar. I don't think one would be on this thing, because this is an incline. Maybe it'll be at the top of this thing? I am here to find more Herba Mystica getting low. I have used none of mine so far. I am going to be saving my Herba Mystica for when I get the Shiny Charm, which hopefully, legendaries and their stupid stakes permitting, we should have done today. So, yes, the Vroomy thing. Cargo Vroom. Now, Cargo Vroom is not as good as Moongorar, but Cargo Vroom does amuse. Cargo Vroom does amuse. Working on the Dax, also need about 100 more Mons. Yikes. What version are you playing, Cool? Are you playing Scarlet or Violet? Because I do have a couple of my Violet exclusives somewhat... Wait. Pokemon can spawn on these? I didn't think Pokemon... I thought that only... I could have sworn only Gimme Ghoul appeared on these. What exclusives from Violet do you need? Because I have everything other than the Spare Miraidon. I have everything other than the Spare Miraidon. Alright, let's go down here, see if there's a thing here. Wait, is that the center? This is the Pokemon Center, right? Yeah. Okay, yeah, this is the Pokemon Center over here. Okay, so this would be the third, because I remember there's a stake around here. Yeah, the stake is like right over here. Which means there's another, there's 3 of them, so we're almost halfway done with our stakes. Okay. Hello. Yeah, it's like right here? No, is it not this one? Is it not this one? Another one then. Is anyone here that would trade Miraidon, Koraidon? I need attention. I am unable to do that, but I think someone here may. Come on, game. Give me. Where's the stake? I guess this is not where I thought I was. No, I'm not where I thought I was. Flat. No. Okay, no, I'm not. Okay, I'm not where I thought I was. I am very much not where I thought I was. Okay, then I'm gonna have to go try again. But fire type thing. I've double checked. I did some trades already, but missing some Scarlet exclusive, Roaring Moon, and Sandy Shocks. I do not have those. Don't jump on me, but terrestrializing isn't the best game. It's basically Protean ability, but without the moves allowing it. Well, things Protean's been a thing in the series for a while. Protean has been an ability for a long time. It's just that not everything had the ability, and I'll agree. It's not my favorite of the gimmicks, but I was never really a big fan of any of the gimmicks to begin with. I was never a fan of any of the gimmicks. I think most people will agree with you on that, Onion, that like most people are not the biggest fans of terrestrializing. I mean, like for raids and stuff, yeah, it's good. Like for raids and everything, yeah, it's fun to terrestrialize them because they just let you break through things a lot easier. But outside of like using them for raids, most people I don't think have much of a good or bad. Most people are not as big fans of it. But it is a fire type Tapu bootleg. A fire type Tapu bootleg. That is a joke. That's a joke. One of our friends, Matt, he has an electric train hyper offense team with a Pincurchin, and he just named it Tapu Bootleg. Music. I love just terrain teams. They're very entertaining. I just wish that Steel Roller was better. Because Steel Roller, good idea. It prevents you, it just removes terrain, and it's a decently strong move. The problem is, it only works if terrains are up. Which means it's a one-and-done thing. And it is in no way worth it just constantly be resetting terrains just to spam Steel Roller. I mean, it was a good idea. It was a well-intended idea, which they improved on it with Ice Spinner, this game, which can be used anytime, but it's less powerful, but it still removes terrains. So I do like that they, like, again, they learn. The devs actually learn about what are problems and what need to be improved. Which I'm really happy about. But how is everyone doing? Yeah, how's everyone doing though? I think everyone's doing well. We should be fine. We should be fine. I think we should be fine anyway. I hope we're fine. Yeah, we should be fine. Yeah, I'm hoping that start a raid. Sorry about that, Z-Tart. Oh, that was Donphan's cry that did that. Like, wait, what the frick was that like thing? Oh yeah, this. I'm not a fan of Megas. I'm not a fan of Megas. They're probably my least favorite of all the gimmicks. I like Dynamaxing, I like Z moves. I think this is okay. But I'm not a Mega person. Terrasilize the top Pincurchin. Don't worry, we're not gonna need to terrasilize the top Pincurchin. We're not gonna need to terrasilize the stop Pincurchin. You're already dead, Pincurchin. You are already dead, Pincurchin. A lot of people forget Z moves because they're not as like, because they're one time and done. They're one use and then they're done with. They don't stay around. They're not persistent is the right terminology for that. They don't persist. They're just one time use and they're gone. I am surprised that they actually did keep Headlong Rush. I am surprised they kept that. Yeah, the thing you have to remember about Extreme Evo Boost. Extreme Evo Boost was only usable on one Pokemon and it could never ever make use of it. I don't think that that's the reason why Shedinja wasn't added this gen, Zypher. Because there's a lot of easy ways to deal with Shedinja, even in terrestrializing existing. Weather completely obsoletes it. Any damage over time from like Will-O-Wisp obsoletes it. Toxic obsoletes it. Entry hazards obsolete it. It's just that they are rotating around the Pokemon that are in every single game. I'm presuming they're going to rotate around maybe 150, 200 Pokemon per new generation. So like 200 ones that, so 200 that were in the previous game, okay, those get rotated out in the base game. We bring in 200 new ones, and then bring in maybe, 200 more new ones in the DLC, and bring back 200 old ones that were in the previous game, and basically just rotate around 400 new Pokemon every game. One thing I hate about Z moves is Ultra probably being left behind. Ultra probably being Z again, maybe. I have a feeling that they're gonna make some way of getting Ultra Necrozma otherwise. I'm expecting they're going to make some other way of getting Ultra Necrozma. I have to think that's gonna be what happened. Really, you didn't like Gen 7? Did you play Ultra Sun and Moon or did you play regular Sun and Moon? Because I always thought regular Sun and Moon was not nearly as good as Ultra. And again, guys, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you guys have not done so already. Raid is clear. Maybe the thing I'm thinking about is over here. Maybe the thing that I was thinking about was over there. Yeah, there's got to be something over there. There has to be something. Again, elevated areas out of the way. Make it obtainable and so forth. I don't know. I'm wondering that myself. I think that they might not have just figured out a way of doing it that would make sense. But the other thing is that they could have seen it as it's a mega-like form in the same like the primals. They're not technically megas, but they're mega-like form. They probably wanted to remove those secondary battle transformations out. Which, if that was what they were going for, then that makes sense. One of them, at least, can't remember where one of them is. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out where they all are. I'm just like, okay, using the geographical clues. Like, okay, this looks like a place where other ones were. That I'm thinking it's probably going to be somewhere nearby just because of association. Yeah, the thing that I'm not looking forward to is having to search the entire ice area. That's not going to be fun. That's not... I mean, then again, I guess they would stand out pretty heavily. Because, like, they're black stakes on a completely white, snow-covered background. They would stick out like a sore thumb. I don't know, because the thing is, Dynamaxing only lasts a certain number of turns. Because Dynamaxing is tough. Oh, interesting. Hydro Cannon, Blast, Burn, and Frenzy Plant. Fun. Fun. Well, I'm glad I came down here. Even if there is nothing here for me, yeah, that's at least something. Terra Thing. Oh, Wug Trio. That's pretty neat. I love all the detail that goes into this game's overworld. I love it. All the just the debris. Love it. Oh yeah, Ice Cube. Ice Cube amuses me. Ice Beam. Oh, Ice Beam, nice. Nice move. Okay, there's no stakes in the ice area. Okay. Good to know. Carbos. Is this going to be all EV items? Is this going to be just exclusively EV item spot? Or is there going to be... Oh, no TM. Crunch. I like Crunch. Captain Crunch. Where's Crunch? How's it not melting the water? What? What do you mean? Like, how do you mean that the ice is not melting in the water? I'm not sure what you mean. Oh, okay, nothing there. I mean, there's nothing really on any of these islands. This is the beach. Yeah, that's the beach, right? No, it's not the beach. That's a separate island. What do you mean, like the snow is not melting in the water? I don't think the snow reaches the water. Or you mean the ice cube? Because, like, ice can exist in water. If the water is below freezing, water can exist at sub-freezing temperature as long as there's a lot of salt in it. Oh, the weasel, that's what that is. Yeah, water can exist as water if it's just in sub-freezing temperatures, if there's just enough salt forced into the water, which happens all the time. Max Reviv, TM, Brecker. Okay, no, there's nothing. I mean, it's good items. A rare candy, very helpful. Brickmite. Brickmite is adorable. Hello, that sentry. Welcome in. Welcome in. Again, the ice cube can have its face be completely ice if the water is sub-freezing. Which does actually happen a lot. Yeah, the water can be sub-freezing, and it's just got so much salt in it that it just cannot freeze. That actually happens all the time in real life. Yes, Mudkip, I know. Phrasing. I need to work on phrasing, Mudkip. I know. Ooh, liquidation. Oh, that is terrifying. Again, Gyarados. Everyone thinks they're all that. Until the Gyarados shows up to eat your face off. Oh, Gyarados. You are one of my favorites, but also a terrifying thing. Randomly recent is Light of Ruin apparently exists in the files. Yeah, a lot of moves that have never actually been like incorporated into games. They exist in the coding of the games. I'm pretty sure Light of Ruin also still existed in Sword and Shield's coding, and the same of Ultra Moon. Is there no stake over here? Yeah, there is no stake over here. I would have anticipated at least one, but I guess not. Okay then. Good to know. Yeah, that might be for bug testing. It might be for bug testing, but I mean, maybe they're going to do something with it. If they do, that would be interesting. I'd like to see it. Cause yeah, like, I was never a big like Floette fan. I was like, okay, it's a neat thing, but it never like really stuck out to me. It was like, oh, the Eternal Flower one, it could be fun. I'm glad it cannot use Eviolite though. I am very glad it cannot use Eviolite. Because its stats are like basically on par with Florges. And it's like, yeah, that with Eviolite is horrifying. Almost as horrifying as Eviolite Bisharp, which now exists. Okay, this feels very stake area. Oh wait, no, we already here. This is where we found all the TMs for the other Hyper Beams. Okay, so no, there's nothing here. There is a weird patch of something up there. Yes. You do your Naruto run, Halucha, at us. Do your Naruto run at us. Lodi Ice Faith. Let a Brewing App description updated, and it's the strongest fairy. I thought it was always the strongest fairy type move. I thought it had always been the strongest fairy type move. It was just that it just was never used. Well, I mean, strongest like outside, like, you know, of course, Twinkle Tackle. Which, you know, Twinkle Tackle was always probably more powerful just because of the fact that it was a Z move and it was one-time use. Really, nothing here. No stakes anywhere? Really, game? Huh. I love it, just instant transition from snow to rain. I love that. Oh, I love that. Alright, so really? Okay then. Well, all of that was completely useless. No, Light of Ruin is not a developer move. It was an unused move for the Eternal Flower Floette, because the Eternal Flower Floette just never got released. It was supposed to be, you know, Eternal Flower... It was supposed to be Eternal Flower Floette's signature move. However, Eternal Flower Floette was never released. So the move went unused because the only Pokemon capable of learning it was never released in the game. So the move just went unused. And apparently its description got updated in the most recent game. Which makes me wonder, did they update the description of things like Behemoth Blade and Behemoth Bash? Because I'm wondering, are those moves even going to exist in a non-Dynamax world? You know, where Dynamaxing no longer exists, are they even going to have those moves be a thing? I mean, they had so many chances to release it. I don't think they're gonna ever release it. It's one of those things where it's been so many years. Like, it's been like a decade since X and Y. Like, to put it in perspective, X and Y came out almost a decade ago. If not more than a decade ago at this point. I think if they were planning on releasing it, they would have done it sooner. Yeah, I mean, they might, but I don't think that they would, because it's been, you know, a decade. No stake. Where in the freaking heck? Okay. Well, we know there's a stake over here. We know there's one. There we go. Right here. Nah, think about it out of distance. Well, they did the Arceus thing in a very different way. That likely, I feel, was done because they never actually released an Arceus with the Hall of Origin, and they just never used that event. And it was meant to maybe keep BDSP relevant. I think that was really predominantly to keep BDSP still relevant as a game. Because they realized they released BDSP in November. Then, not even 3 months later, they released Legends. And BDSP just freaking died. But since they had that compatibility where, yeah, now you can get the Arceus in the game, that kept, BDSP, like, on its last legs. And it's kept people who wanted to buy it, for the Arceus thing, it kept a little bit of interest in the game. Who's never gonna get far. Exactly. Exactly. That's exactly what I meant, Zetar. BDSP was never gonna go anywhere. So I think that they did that specifically to keep... Why can I not climb that? Oh. There's just a giant obstructive wall of obstructiveness. So that's what people meant by that giant wall. Okay, that makes sense. The giant obstructing wall of obstructiveness. Where the frick are the rest of these stakes? Where are the freaking rest of the stakes? Yeah, now we're inside of the base. But I don't think they would be in the ground of the base. It would probably be somewhere in between things. You can't climb that wall from me. Yeah, you can't climb that wall. Yeah, I realize that now. That feels very something is gonna happen with that later. That feels very either beta test, unfinished area, like the Biana shoulder, or DLC stuff. But welcome in. Welcome in, Devin. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. There are no stakes around here. There are no stakes around here. I'm glad you're doing well. Welcome in. And again, guys, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you guys have not done so already. There's no way there's a stake behind any. There's no way there's a stake anywhere behind here. Yeah, there's no way there's just going to be a stake anywhere around here. Ah, fighting terror. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense for that. Yeah, there's no way they would put any stakes around here. We've got to keep looking. Oh, that looks like it could be an option over there. With that little raised thing. Again, we gotta keep looking for any of these suspiciously inconspicuous conspicuous thing. The DLC is gonna be good. I have a feeling it's gonna be. How many Terra Shards? 50. You need 50 Terra Shards to change a Terra type. Oh look, it's Willow Miss. Yeah, there we go. There's one. So this, I believe, now is our 4th. This is, I believe, our 4th Terra Shard? Not Terra Shard, our 4th, Shrine thing. Okay. Pull the stake. Okay. Maybe there's gonna be one further here. I mean, there's also not a shrine. There's a raid den. Sorry. Also, that sky looks amazing. That skybox looks amazing. Yeah, I'll be honest. If you guys have not done the stakes yet, I recommend looking up a guide. Like, I would say, try and find, like, if you can find, like, 3 or 4 stakes, like, 2, 3, 4 stakes on your own, feel accomplished. I'll be real. It is not worth going through all of this hassle on your own. It's quite a lot, but not as tedious as getting BP just to get BP. I don't know. Like, the thing is, I mean, and this could just be because I don't use megas, so I never really had to deal with that. But I always just get just BP. I just did Mantine Surf. I just did Mantine Surf. I'm probably looking for it because I'm afraid to look up a guide for them. Yeah, honestly, that was the smart thing to do, was just look up a guide. Because, like, there's 8 of them. You know, there's 4 legends, and there's 8 stakes per legendary. It's a lot of stuff. Okay, no, close. There was nothing there. That was not useful at all. Mantine Surf, the thing is, I enjoyed Mantine Surf. The best part is, like, once you just know how to do Mantine Surf, you can just do it over and over and over and just combo yourself. And, yeah, at that point, yeah, there's just no reason to just not do Mantine Surf. It's just so good. Plus, it's a lot more entertaining, and also, I also did a lot of Mantine Surf because of the BP for the tutor moves. So I just had a lot of a big BP reserve bank. But also, again, I don't use megas, so I never needed to buy the mega stones. 6-star ground Dragalgi. That sounds fun. I would like to do that. I would not mind joining that. Where the frick are these stakes? Freaking stakes, where are you? Like, I like the stake. I like this idea. I legitimately love what they've done with the stakes. And, like, yeah, that's like this big, you know, secondary scavenger hunt that you have to do on top of already, you know, being the game, which is also kind of scavenger hunty. I like it. I just think it's also really obnoxious. I mean, I guess if it was only 4 stakes, it probably would be better. But I mean, again, they're also like fairly conspicuous locations that you can just see on your map. You know, like fairly good locations that just like would stick out on your map. So I guess that makes sense. Or maybe you're, I mean, again, the other idea is you're probably supposed to know, oh yeah, I found one over here, and you'll talk to your friends. You know, the idea was probably that when you're playing the game, you know, mention to your friends like, oh yeah, I found a stake over here, I found this over here, and like you collaborate with your friends to figure out like a la the original Legend of Zelda games. Because I don't remember what it was, like who said it, but someone, the way that they figured out things in the original Legend of Zelda was they drew the entire map's overworld out on like grid paper. So like every pixel was maybe not every, yeah, maybe it was every pixel. Well, like every pixel was a box on grid paper, and they did that basically build the entire world. And I was like, that's amazing. That is so amazing, and I love it. I think I should be fine with this. I think I should be fine. So the other option is Excalibur, who's weak to dragon. Grass, which is weak to poison. As bad as Gen 3's Reggie's. The Braille. Yeah. The Reggies were egregious. Again, clever idea. Just very, very, very poorly executed. A lot like this. Like, this is a good idea. I think that this is, like, a good concept for a thing. It's just the problem is not executing it correctly. You know, it's just, it's not well executed. To print out the entire Braille alphabet back in the day to solve a Reggie puzzle on its own. Wow. I mean, didn't the instruction manual or something come with Braille in it? Or was that the Emerald Guide? Because I remember my brother had the Emerald Guide. We still have it somewhere buried in our house. And I vaguely remember something about Braille being in that. I vaguely remember something about that. Crap. Well, that wasn't good. That was not good. I didn't think it would do that much damage. Okay then. That was bad. Yeah, that Braille alphabet thing was just insane. I didn't think it would do that much. I know that Dragalge is normally poison. I just didn't think it would do that much damage. Because I know Dragalge doesn't have that great of an offensive stats unless this thing has adaptability, which, now that I think about it, it might actually have adaptability. Yeah, it might actually be that it has adaptability. Yeah. That also was a little unlucky. Yeah. That was just a high roll. I just got unlucky that first turn. That was a very survivable sludge bomb. It barely did just enough to knock me out. That was just bad luck. Yeah, that's a range. That's a range. Freaking heck. You know, the problem most is, like, yeah, it's a dragon type, so it'll have things, you know, if I use my Baxcalibur. Well, Baxcalibur Ice type will be weak to dragon moves. If I use a grass type, well, grass is weak to poison, so that is a problem. And Azumarill, water, is weak to poison. And that's for poison. Yeah, I don't think that we really have a good way of beating this thing anyway. Yeah, I realistically don't think we have a good way of beating this. Because, like, we would need an ice type. We need an ice type, a water type. I mean, I guess Gastrodon, if I had a Gastrodon that was fully prepared for this. But I don't have a prepared Gastrodon. That's problematic. That Dragalge is problematic. So let's look where stakes that we've found are. So we found one. Well, I mean, not all 6-star raids are difficult. It's just that one was just particularly because it had a good way of dealing with almost any response we had. So we found one stake here. We found another, like... Yeah, it was like right... It was like here-ish, right? I think. It was somewhere along this area. I think we found one earlier around here. Oh, no, it was like... No, it was around here, because that was like right by that thingy. Did we find one around here? No, we did find one around here, because that was like that was a right here. That was the one that was right there. There's one there. So 1, 2. So 1, 2, 3, We found 4 of them, right? Found 4 of them, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we found 4. Which means... we didn't search here, because I turned back pretty much... I turned back pretty much when we got to the end of there. I'd search around here, but I don't think I explored everything up there. Probably might be one in Tag Tree. But then we also need to look around here. Quickest. I mean, yeah. Yeah, we'll go here. We'll go to Fleur Falls. Yeah, I know, Zephyr, but I was saying that our best water type options are weak to poison. Azumarill is the best water type option, and is what most of us have been using, and it is weak to poison. I think that we would need a whole like full top to bottom team makeover, really, to beat that Dragalge. Now, if a Ferrothorn was in the game, it would be easy. If Ferrothorn was present, that would be easy. Because Ferrothorn is just dang good. This looks suspicious. This looks very suspicious. Because the main issue is we don't really have a good way of dealing with... defensively, we can deal with the poison, we can deal with the dragon. But then that leaves us, we don't have a good way of dealing with dealing damage to a ground type. And especially a bulky ground type at that. Okay. Oh! Wait. The Noibats have learned to swim! The Noibat has learned to swim! They are masters of air and sea now! Is this gonna be like a dragon type thing? So we have found 4 of them. So we have found 4 seals. Sealed ruinous blades. So you have 1. Like 1 there. 2. No, 1, 2. Did we find one? Was there one over here? I don't think we found one over here. We found one, like, around this area. Or, like, this area? No, it was this area, I think. That's the thing. There's all this is just green. I can't tell where we are. Like, what we've done where. Ah! Go away, Wyvern. Go away, Wyvern. Okay, so we've found a vague idea, so now we know where this thing is. There's gotta be a stake nearby. There's always a stake nearby the cave. Let's look for any ground that looks even vaguely suspicious. I think that's the play. There's a little bit of patch of ground right over here. Yep. That looked suspicious. Because I had that thing pinned, but it didn't mark it. I mean, I had that pinned, but it didn't go to the place that I pinned. When you get close proximity, it does that. Now I want to go check this to make sure that it actually is... Okay. Doug Trio from Mystery Dungeon finally learned to swim. Okay. So it is 3 more now. There are 3 more now. Nope. No, I'm not going to go back up because it would just take me down again. Okay. Now we need to go. Now let's go systematically looking where we go again. That was the one we got, because that was one right by the Pokemon Center. So that was the one about. So we have this one. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Then where was the other one we got? I think we have to go back. I think it's something along this way. I think there's something along that path, because, like, I don't think we went to the end of that. Like, we went to the river, but I don't think we went all the way up it. We have to go try again. Let's try this again. Well, we don't have the last stake yet, Mudkip, so it's not located where the last stake is located, because we haven't found the last stake yet. We aren't up the last stake. We don't know where the last stake is. We already looked here. That's a dent. That wouldn't be. Let's check this. Nope. Alright, let's check. I know it's not on any of those islands, because I thoroughly looked over there when I was looking for Dratini. So I needed Dratini stuff a while ago for getting a TM for Outrage. I have to think there's got to be something over here. Just like the sloping sides of the mountain off-put me from the, like, they would put it on a slope. Yeah, I'm okay with that, Mudkip. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I am okay with that, Mudkip. You can say that as many times as you want, and I will wear that as a badge of honor. Oh boy. Yeah, that's gonna be hard. I'm not certain that'll be... There's a stake up here. Okay, there's 2 more. There's 2 more stakes. The only thing is there's a pin right where I put the thing. But I just meant that to line myself up there. Let's try this again. I fear there has to be one over here. I don't know. Maybe we already got one over here? I don't know. But there are now only 2 more. Let's go look again. I want to make triply sure. This place is weirdly isolated. It's this very... You're shiny. You look paler than normal. No, you're not. Okay. The Glaceon looks paler than normal to me. Ah, oh, frickin' bird. Freaking... You know what? Knock off. I'm not dealing with you. I'm not dealing with you. Espathra fainted. Go away, Espathra. I'm not dealing with you. Okay. Now. Something has got to be here. There's the cave of Elemental Hyper Beam. That is the cave of Elemental Beams. We know there's nothing in the ice area. You guys have already told me that there's nothing in the ice area. There! I knew I was missing something over here. I knew I was missing something. It was too suspicious there was something over here. One more stake somewhere. Well, we found stakes. So we found a lot of stakes here. Found a stake here. We had nothing in here. That means it's either Tag Tree Forest, Tag Tree Thicket. Okay. There's a little speck of something. Either in Tag Tree, or it's around here. But I remember thoroughly scouring this when looking for a way up there. I'm pretty sure I already scoured all of Tag Tree Thicket. Yeah, I scoured all of Tag Tree Thicket when I was looking for Zorua. The good thing is the last one should be the easiest. Because it just got all that water. If there's no stakes in the whole water, we know that there's one over here. And then half of that area is monopolized by the lake. So it immediately takes out a huge portion of what we gotta search. So yeah, I'm glad I saved out the lake area for last. Now I just gotta find the way through. So yeah, I'm gonna do a quick once over of Tag Tree. I don't think anything's gonna be in here, but I will give it a look over. Oh yeah, Oink Thingy. Yeah, one of the other shinies I found, Oink Thingy. Misty Terrain. No, I am not. I am not Mudkip. Mostly, because if I was 47 gnomes in a trench coat, I would use all of those gnomes to find you and hunt you down, Mudkip. Is what I would do. That is what I would do. Okay, so no, nothing there. Okay, let's look. We'll go comb the other side of it. Well, I'll search this whole area, then I'll go across the river, then look for the other side. Belly Boat. Belly Boat amuses me. Belly Boat amuses me. Alright, let's see what we got here. Yeah, no, nothing here. Anything here would have shown up. Okay, so nothing is there. Then we're gonna go across the river. Crossing the Rubicon. Yeah. Funny. Yeah, that's why if I was 47 gnomes, I'd be able to find out where you are, because I'd have 47 individuals looking for you. I'd have 47 individual gnomes all looking for you, Mudkip. So that's why I would be able to find you. Let's just try this again. I feel like we've already been here, though. Toad Scroll. Well, I mean, that's Toadstool. Toadstool. No, Toad School. Right? Yeah, Toad School, Toad Scroll. Yeah, I'm not seeing... Yeah, nothing here is saying, like, stake located nearby for me. So I don't think there's a stake nearby. Colberberry. Dinkadun. This is where I would say a stake would be located upon Colberberry. Yeah, like this is around an area where I would expect a stake to be located if there was one. And because there isn't, I don't think there's a stake nearby. I'll check that little speck up there, but I don't think there is anything here. And again, watch me immediately be proven wrong. Because we all know that's what you guys are actually here for. You guys aren't actually here to see me win. You guys are here to see me suffer and lose. Wait. Did we already come up here? Or like around here and there was a stake? Yeah, I'm pretty sure we already did something with a stake around here. Yeah, I feel like there was vaguely feel like there was a stake around here already. So there's only one remaining stake then. Tag tree thicket. Wait. Hey, we get ready by Zoro! Hey, Zen Bob, how are you doing? Welcome in, Cold Sekai, welcome in. How are you guys doing? Where is the man of the hour themselves, Zoro? How are you guys doing? Welcome in. Hope you guys are all doing well. We are just here, slowly losing our minds as we look for all of these stupid stakes. Hey, Zoro, welcome in. If you guys are new, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And if you are from my end, don't forget to go show some love to Zoro. Mudkip, can you go grab Zoro's link, please? Mudkip, do your mod duties and go get Zoro's link. I'm doing pretty well. We are just here looking for the final 2 entries for our Pokedex, which involve the Legend of Ruins or the Ruin of Legends, whatever the phrasing of the name is. That's what we need to look for, and we're looking for all the stakes. And the stakes are being kind of annoying. They are being shoes. Because, well, that's what we gotta look for. I mean, I like what they did with this. You have 3 shinies in the playthrough today. Nice. What 3 shinies were they? What were the 3 shinies? Come on, let's climb. There's a thing here. There's a weird little platform. I want to check. Yep, there's a thing. Yep. This platform looked weirdly out of the ordinary. Because this is on the top of the mountain and it's snowing here. There we go. Pull the stake. I think this is number 8. The vanished. Last one of this one. We are now 3/4 done. Okay. Wait, where the frick was the den? Oh. It was like here vaguely. It was vaguely somewhere around there. Oh, Wooper, Knackle, and the new bug type, the spider. Spite-ops, I think is what that thing's name is. But welcome in, guys. Thank you very much all for coming in. Thank you very much, Cold Sekai, for that subscribe. Yeah, everyone's full. Alright, we got a legendary battle coming in. We have a legendary fight up and coming, so let's get fighting this stuff. So the previous ones we have fought of the legendaries is a snail covered in wood and a cat that has literal swords coming out of its face. I have absolutely no idea what this thing is going to be, other than it's like bead something. Doug Trio has finally learned to swim. I like how the Noibat is like, looks like he's studying the thing. There we go. Sableye looks so intrigued by this vault. Let's touch the shrine. It looks like Sableye is like our partner for this. This is great. Oh my god, did it happen again, Mudkip? So that's where you were, Mudkip. Mudkip, go. So for those who don't know, anytime Mudkip goes to get a drink of water, We always get raided. And right now, Mudkip is the only on-duty mod, it seems. As is always the case. What the freak? Is that a fish? Is that a fish? So, we went looking for a freaking fish. Also, Mudkip, contrary to what you always say, this fish doesn't live in water. This fish doesn't live in water. So you can't use that joke. Oh boy, it's springing up from the sky. Double team. That's not a T-Rex, Mudkip. That's a fish. Mudkip, go grab the link. Mudkip, go grab the link. You haven't grabbed the link yet. Go grab the link. Yeah, this is the thing that we were looking for. A stupid fish. Mudkip, do your job. Do your job, Mudkip. I told you to already. Get the thing. Fish, go sleepy. Fish, this looks like a Magikarp on freaking like roids. It's like a flamey super fish. I love this thing. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you guys haven't done so already, guys. Chi-Yu. Boing! Spring up into the sky. Bloop. Space! Beam me up, Scotty. Fastest way to fix a gun. It's got tiny fish. What do you mean? Wait. What do you mean it has like tiny fish on its eyes? What do you mean? What do you mean it has like tiny fish on its eyes? I don't know what you mean. Spring! Spring to space! Double team. Yes, this is the legendary treasure of ruin fish. This is the fish treasure of ruin. The freaking fish is what we spent all of our time looking for. A freaking fish. Oh, the rings. I thought those were like yin yang looking curved bead thingies. Oh yeah, I noticed the beads. I noticed those. Get in the ball, you fish. Stay in the ball, you stupid 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 fish. Woke up. In space. Why the freaking heck does it keep using bounce? Also, there's a visible pool of water around the fish. No, there's not an invisible pool of water, Mudkip. You know you're wrong. Wait. I love how every time it uses bounce, it just keeps getting higher and higher and higher and higher. It's like it's like every time the fish is just slowly floating higher and higher and higher and higher every time it uses bounce. This amuses me. This fish has amused me good. This fish has amused me good. I like this fish. I like this fish. This fish is amusing. Amusey fish. Yeah, they never unless they use a different AI than the normal. So they use a different AI than the normal wild Pokemon AI? Really? Okay, then I didn't know that they use a different AI. Because every time that I've ever... The fish is ascending. Yes. The ascension fish. This is the ascension fish. There you go, something different. You can't hit what you can't see. You can't see me. I'm John Cena. You call this Gallade John Cena because you can't see me. And if you do, I just hypnotize you to make you go sleep. Go sleep. Go sleep. Go sleep. The fish is indeed ascending. The ascension fish. This fish has amused me. This fish amuses me so much. Happy to help, Zaro. Mudkip finally got to doing his job. Mudkip finally did his job. Fish still stay sleepy. Fish still stay sleepy. I love the fish. This fish amuses me. I like the fish. The fish amuses me very good. Stay in the ball, you freaking fish. Oh, you woke up. Bounce. Ooh, swagger. Got them moves like swagger. Well, Mudkip, maybe you should do what I do. And get a thing of water and just sit by the thing. So that way, here you go. The fish is just... The fish just amuses me. The fish just amuses me. It is silly fish. The fish amuses me. I like things that amuse me very good. Fish amuse very good. Fish, get in the ball. Get in the freaking ball, you stupid fish. Or I will defenestrate. Wait. Lava plume? Is this a fire-breathing fish? Is this actually a fire-breathing fish? I like this thing. I like the fire-breathing fish. I like the fire-breathing fish. I expected it was going to be a water type. Fire Dark. Okay, so it doesn't live in water, Mudkip. It doesn't live in water. It doesn't live in water. I like the fish. The beads, the Pokemon, and the rest of the mod. Really? It lived in lava. I mean, that makes sense. It looks flamey. It looks flamey. It's Mudkip if not Mudkip. It's a Magikarp if a Magikarp was the Human Torch. It's the Magikarp if Magikarp was the human the Magikarp Torch. The Fishin' Torch. Chiyu is sleepy. Sleepy lava fish. It's a silly... I like the silly fish. This silly fish, I like this. I always read the dex entries. I always read the dex entries for, like, legendaries. The sleepy fish amuse me good. The sleepy fish amuse me good. But, sleepy fish, get in the freaking ball, because you're a sleepy fish. Get in the ball, sleepy fish. Get in the ball, sleepy fish! I really don't want this thing to struggle out. Like, I mean, I know this thing is probably going to eventually struggle itself out. See, this is why I prefer Dynamax Adventures and just, like, legendaries that have, like, a ridiculously high catch rate than this. Because, yes, because just clicking a button for half an hour is fun battling. Just clicking A to throw Pokeballs is fun, engaging battle system for legendaries. Hey, at least Dynamax Adventures is fast. At least it's a guaranteed catch, and you don't have to deal with this bullcrap, Mudkip. At least you don't need to deal with this bull, alright? Dynamax Adventures might suck, but at least it doesn't waste your intelligence with just mashing A to throw Ultra Balls and stuff. Catch rate is 6. Yeah. This is fun, guys. It's fun to throw Pokeballs at things over and over again. Like, this is why I hated the old legendary catch system. It's why I love Dynamax Adventures. It's just, this is just dumb.
Adventure's fast. What the fuck are you talking about? Adventure take too long.
Yeah, I have spent longer on this fish than I have spent in Dynamax Adventures, Mudkip. I have spent longer fighting this freaking fish than I have spent in Dynamax Adventures, Mudkip, okay? Hey, welcome in here, DeMarco. Welcome in.
No question, other than the last Pokemon you visited.
It is the Other Ruins Legendary, which we're going to be getting after this. We're going to go get the stakes of Legendary. I love how the fish just keeps just flying higher. The fish, it just keeps ascending. Every time, it just goes higher and higher, 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 higher.
No decide far because it ran out of Pokeballs and wasn't even shiny empty.
Yeah, that's my. I mean, I'm not. This thing isn't shiny, but like, oh, that's my biggest worry. That's one of the reasons why like I don't ever use the Master Ball. Is if I ever. Yeah, the fish is just ascending. The fish is just ascending at this point. The Ascension fish. The fish is Ascension. I have no idea what any of those words are. It's the one by the lake. It's the one that's around the lake area. I have no idea what these things' names are. Yeah, but it's funny, Omar. It's funny to watch the fish ascend. This is the true godfish. This is the true godfish. I love this. This fish is amusing me so much. The fish is gonna reach the moon. No, the fish is gonna flop itself to. What were you saying, Mudkip? What were you saying, Mudkip? Get dunked on. Get dunked on, Mudkip. The envy accumulated within curved bead that sparked multiple conflict clad itself in fire. It's kind of adorable. Like, I'll be honest. It's kind of adorable. I have no idea what color the stakes are. I think they're like vaguely yellowish. Like vaguely yellowish. Thank you, Omar, for dropping the link. Sleepy fish. Ooh. Oh, that's so disgusting. That's disgusting. Lowers the special defense of all Pokemon other than itself. And that thing is a brute force special attacker. That thing is degenerate beyond heck. I like this thing. Fish. Fish go burn. Fish go burn. So now... Well, now we have the one over in this area to do. I remember there's one there. I know there's one in the cave. Holy shit, 135 special attack and 100 speed. I like this fish already. I like the pre-cooked seafood. I like the pre-cooked seafood. Actually, before we go do this, I kind of want to go talk to the lady at the school. Because one of my friends said that, like, yeah, she has a side quest that involves these thingies. He's amazing. Oh, I trust you, Lunala. I trust you. Yeah, and it was also a modest nature. I mean, debatably timid could be better. Debatably, like, timid could be better for it, because generally you want some speed. But, like, if I'm doing doubles, I can just, like, okay, tailwind. I can tailwind. I can speed control. But I have other ways. So there's, like, a side quest that involves Wraithford? That was what her name was? Wraithford? What do you mean? Wait, why the hell are Pokemon locked behind those stakes? Who put them there? Miss Wraithford explains. Miss Wraithford explains. Oh, there's more side questy things involving them. Okay. Store, biology lab, art room, home act. No, that's not. That's not. Is that Miss Wraithford? Yeah, that he has like the weird hair. Yeah. The sword one. Those are not swords. Those are freaking spears coming out of its face. I don't know why they're locked up, Mudkip. I like Wraithford's design. Wraithfort. Rayfort. Ryfort? Rayfort? Ryfort? I don't know. The transmission, they piqued my interest. You're quite interesting people, I must say. Give a choice. What do you prefer? Things of old? Old. You have talked to her a few times in a few different places. Once she's in the hall. You get the treasure. Okay. I like how her belt buckles a Lunala. Oh! Oh, that's why it looked weird. That's why it had that one, like, cross thingy on it. Okay. Wait. She has a thing in her hair that also looks like something. So where do I go talk to next? Her bells a Lunala and things her hair. Oh, Marshadow, that's what it is. She's now in the entrance hall. She's now in the entrance hall. So this game actually has side quests. Fun. So where's Miss Rayford? It is a little Omar. It is a little Omar. Little Omar. Where is Miss Rayford? Pretty. Marshadow, the Shadow Marshmallow Pokemon. Yep. It's Shadow Boxer. Marshadow is Shadow Boxer. Hi, Rayford. Yes, it's I. Perhaps in the versatility lord, yes. Tell me more. I would like to know more. If you take the glass, the vessels hold the tablets instead of beads. Obtain these 4 treasures. The king's castle was destroyed with. So what you're saying is Calamity Ganon did calamity things. So what you're saying is Calamity Ganon. Really? These Pokemon were passed from human hand to human hand as treasure. They slowly became tainted by hubris and greed. With the Revisi of the king, they awaken as disasters. We have rampage out of control. The overrun Pokemon wielders to defend the fierce battles and connections disaster were quelled. So it's literally Calamity Ganon. This is literally Calamity Ganon. This is literally just going into Legend of Zelda territory. I freaking love it. every Legends got... Like, this is literally a game series where Legends are actually real. As reports of the truth the story is. Grassy is how. I can go look for things. So now what do I have to do, Jared? I'm at the thing in the entry hall. What do I do now, Jared? Yeah, those 4 treasures are Pokemon. No crap, we caught 3 of them already. Alright, I have Rayfurt here. What do I do now, Jared? Is to blame for these Pokemon. Talk to her again. Oh, I need to show her one of them. Okay, you should have mentioned that, Jared. You kind of implied that this was doable before any of them. I'll take Flamey Fish. I'll take the fish. Alright, Ms. Rayford, I have brought you fish fry. I bring fish fry. Cursed treasures for Pokemon of Ruin. They exist! Still involved in the newspaper of all places. You review the piece of the carpenter, no less. Really? When we others apparently use sacred stakes to seal the ruins of shrines. Except for trying to feast with the 4 Pokemon, the 8 stakes are driven in the ground, the treasures surrounding each shrine to keep the ruins at bay. This is literally like the Blight Ganons. This is literally the Blights. Too late, Ms. Rayford. We've already done 3 of them. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Yes, it'd be better to let him go. Castle, you're pretty useful. She wants you to go unleash destruction upon the world. She's Twin Rova, trying to unleash Ganon on the world. I love this. Pokemon win to the floor, they have a bond with the Pokemon order with the stakes. Pokemon is savvy yourself and no trouble doing that. You mark the location on the map of the shrines. Oh, thank you. I'd rather do it myself, but skipping on my class to go to venturing seems to have made the director a bit suspicious of me. Oh, I like Miss Rayford. I like Miss Rayford. It might be black maybe because it caused a calamity. Random 10-year-old unlocks all of them and just proceeds to become the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. I've become Apocalypse in the MCU. Oh. 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 Ground Blight. These are literally the Blight Ganons. They're literally the Blights. They are actually the freaking Blights from Legend of Zelda. This is actually freaking Legend of Zelda. Random 10-year-old is just the bringer of the apocalypse. Oh, I love this game. This game just amuses me so much. I love this game. Again, guys, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. This is delightful. Now, I am gonna have to go in like maybe an hour and a half-ish. Okay. Now let's go back. Let's go looking for the stakes. The stakes have never been higher, ladies and gentlemen. When they get the game, I'm renaming Fuecoco Fireblade 2. Oh my gosh, Mudkip, that's glorious. I love it. I need to heal. I just find it disturbing right after releasing them, everyone is just okay with it. Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, everything's fine. I only got the last stake a minute before I have to get ready for work. Let's see if there's enough time to catch them. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not, Jared. It's not gonna be enough time, Jared. I spent like 30 minutes on that freaking escargot. I spent 30 freaking minutes fighting escargot. And also, speaking of things, I need to go get more Pokeballs. I would like to buy them. And just switch teams and just cause it. Yeah, Lunala is just no, just cause anarchy. Lunala decided to abandon the path of righteousness and just decided to cause absolute oblivion. Just absolute oblivion. Lunala decided to become a demon bat. Lunala just become demon bat. The bat. So I know there's one in that cave area right there. Around that vague vicinity. Let's go. Yeah, something in here. There's one in the cave. Wait. Is this the one that I marked? There's one down. Pull the black steak. The steak is part of and crumbled. You know, you'd think. Okay. Yeah, that was the one that I was thinking of. Okay. But then there's like the cave around here. Demonic noise. Yeah, demonic chair noises. You are the first horseman of the apocalypse chair. You are the first horseman of oblivion. Get the other stake. Again, the stakes have never been higher, ladies and gentlemen. I'll take that. Black Ops 2 narrator. Fetch me their souls. Yes. Exactly, Lunala. Exactly. I knew there were reasons I liked you, Lunala. I do like this though. I do like this whole like cave. Like, why would you let some exactly? Like, why would you not build, I don't know, some sort of giant shrine, or maybe fortress? Like, I don't know. If these things were just the absolute bringers of oblivion, I feel like it would be best to build a giant-ass castle on top of every single one of the stakes. Or, like, better yet, bury them under, I don't know, an absolutely asinine number of just bricks and dirt that no one would ever find. Just bury them in the ground so that they can't be just pulled out by some idiot kid who's looking to complete a project for his teacher. Like, you ancient people, you couldn't have thought, you know, 1,000 years ahead? Burn. You just freaking find the stakes and just bury it under, like, 30 feet of dirt and put a castle on top of it. No one would ever find it that way. Like, is it too much to ask for a little thinking on the part of these guys planning for the, like, the South Apocalypse? Because there's out in the open, I love it. Remember that it's only one of these books. I mean, that's true. But still, like, don't you think like, there were already people who could wield Pokemon back then? Like, maybe they thought, no, maybe there's gonna be, like, it's gonna be a sport in the future. Maybe in the future it's gonna get so good that people, like, can do this for kids. Okay. Well, let's get looking for the stakes. This is fun. This is just silly. I love this. I love this. Again, like, I rag on it, but, like, it just, the game amuses me. This game amuses me good. Alright. Yeah, I am hoping to find the rest of the stakes. Wait, what am I doing? What am I doing? There is always... Oh, I have to reach it before I can fly there. Oh, she just marks them on the map. Yeah, put the stakes in different regions. That makes sense.
See history class to get more lore.
Oh, I already did. I already did take the history class. Scarlet, you can absolutely fuck off. Oh, freak off, Jared. You got your S-car, go fast. That mad car, go fast. That car, go fast. Like, I'm willing to bet the way that they're going to have the stakes be, there was 2 right there. There's probably going to be, like, 2 here. Maybe, like, 1 or 2 over here. 1 here, and then 1 on the Biggie Island. Like, 1 on the... 1 would be on one of the islands. I'm fairly certain I saw 1 on the islands before. Just give all the stakes to the Canadians. Oh, yeah, give it to the Canadians. Just give it to Canada. Stake. We're staking our claim. Shring. Pull the stake. Yes, let's release the demon apocalypse monsters upon the world. Let's bring doom. Let's just... I love how, yeah, we're just going around and we just bring Armageddon on the existence of the Pokemon world. No, get in the ball. But no, get in the ball. You know, no, just get in the ball thing. No one suspects Canada. No one suspects the Canadians. Yeah, exactly. Have Leon. Just tie the stake to Leon. I'm pants with directions. Oh. I'll be honest. I'll be honest. I actually do like Leon. I like Leon as a character. As an NPC, no, he's just bad. Like, as an opponent, he's just bad. But as a character, I like him. He's just a guy that just screws around. He's just a clown. He's just I'm just pants with legs. I'm just pants with directions. You know, everyone talks a big game, like, no, I'm just pants with directions. I just walk. Oh, there it is. Okay, why the freak is this gate green, but, like, the stakes are freaking yellow?
I like Charizard. Cat's always...
Like, I just... It's just Leon amuses me. Leon vaguely amuses me. Damn it, Scroll! Shroomy. Shroomy thing. Toad Scroll amuses me. Like, Toad Scroll is, like, actually terrifying. Because we're talking about a 100 base speed Pokemon that gets access to Spore. Like, a 100 base speed Pokemon that gets Spore access. It's just horrifying. I really don't want to imagine what that's going to be capable of doing. Okay, that would make sense if it's something to do with the lighting. I could believe that. Oh, Orange, that's what that is. Toad Girl! Toad Girl! Toad Girl! I like Toad School. It amuses me. Like, the thing is, anytime I see Toad School or Toad Scroll walking, all I have in my mind is just, like, the sound effect that they play when Squidward is walking. It just plays in my head. Like, it just... I just imagine that just playing, that sound of Squidward walking. I've already read it silent. I've already read the Violet book. I've already read the Violet book. Yeah, I think it's definitely something with the lighting. There we go. Halfway done. Love meets curse. Leon will go for a walk in Galar and somehow end up in his Sui. Yes. He would end up traveling in time. Because he's just so absolutely idiotic with walking. Again, guys, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you have not done so already. Yeah, I'm worried about there's going to be 2 of them on these islands. Oh, look, it's a Swallow Jakey. Swallow Jakey somewhere around here. Floofy Cloud. He's Cloud Go Floof. Cloud Go Floof. Oh, experience candy. Probably experience candy large. Oh, extra small. Okay. Oh, it's the stupid fish. It's the stupid fish. In a fan game, they made Leon somehow end up in the distortion world. So that's what that meme comes from. So that's what that meme comes from. Okay, or maybe like that meme inspired that to happen in the game. Like again, Leon amuses me. They definitely, they could have written his character a lot better. I mean, they could have written everyone else around him a lot better. But I just like how I'm just a guy who does things. I'm just a guy who does things. Vaporeon, shut up. Vaporeon, shut up or you get blended into a Slurpee. Alright? Shut it, Vaporeon. You will be blended into a Slurpee if you don't quiet down. And I might just blend you into a Slurpee anyway. Trap out. I'm gonna say that's a regular one. Leon just vibes. Exactly. That's why I like Leon. Leon is just doing what Leon does. It's just people blow it out of proportion. That's why I like it. It's like, yeah, he's just good. He just got beat by someone better. But I will say my favorite gym leader though in the whole series is Raihan. I like Raihan as a character. He just takes a picture. He just takes a selfie. Cause I like the reason, the explanation for why does he take selfies all the time. It was to remind him of like when he lost to Leon, but he just fights Leon so often that it just became habitual. I love that. It's like, yeah, that makes sense. Cause that happens a lot of people. They just do a thing, and just because of like in response to something, that just becomes just a habitual thing that they do over time. So we found half of the stakes so far. So far we found half of the stakes. Flamigo. Flamigo, an amusing Pokemon as well. I like it. It amuses me well. I mean, I still want to punch it in the face, but it amuses me. It amuses me while I punch it in the face. I'm willing to bet there's going to be one on this island, too, for a stake. That's also partially why I'm not just zooming around with the turbo boost with turbo butt rockets. Is I don't want to miss anything.
Leon and Zara, One Piece are terrible with this.
Exactly. Apparently, that's like a big thing in Japan, where it's like that's like it's like a thing that they just do with a lot of characters. Is they just have them be bad with directions. It's apparently like a common Japanese thing for like just characters in Japanese. Japanese works, I guess. Probably gonna be on the other island, the small one now. Well, the reason why is Flamigo, its ability works in doubles, so it only works when it has a friend, which is why its name actually makes sense. I thought it was stupid at first, but no, it's actually kind of clever. It is the vaguest amount. Steak. It is the vaguest amount of cleverness, and I think the vaguest amount of cleverness is good. I think the vaguest amount of cleverness is good. Okay. So 2, 4, 5. There's 3 more. Okay. So there's got to be something over here. Cause I remember exploring this very thoroughly. There's nothing over there. There'd be nothing in these open plains. Maybe something around here. So 1, 2. Then maybe something on one of these other islands. Well, actually, I'll just go there.
The animated Flamigo Shiny Black Stripe is the actual extremely relaxed Flamigo.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure that melanism happens in every animal. It's just like probably more common to like specifically bred black flamingos.
What the fuck keeps pinging me?
Where are the stakes? Where are the stakes? Let's see. But how's everyone doing? How's everyone doing?
Enrage.
Okay, go and enrage Sly, Mudkip. Go and enrage Sly. Do what you do best. The enraging of the Sly. Alright, we gotta end off, guys. Alright, we're ending off. Alright, something happened, and I'm kind of annoyed. Alright, we're ending off now. We can go raid Zed. I was gonna say longer, but I gotta go.